Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Texas Longhorns taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Longhorns offense will get the first crack at it here. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity. Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Give to the running back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. So the Florida Gators offense will take the field for the first time. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
And just does such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays. So him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
Quick strike complete. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Gators decide to punt it away. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Got a man. It's Smith. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. They're trying to get to it. Wide open downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends to the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Texas.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. A nice start for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Hit as he throws. He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. He looks that one in nicely. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry up. They go to the ground. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. A lot of urgency for this offense. He's looking for a man on second down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on second down for this offense. They'll give it to the back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Able to get a foot down in bounds and make the catch. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. Smashes it between the uprights. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And the returner goes down. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Longhorns are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll fire to his right. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
He's got his man, makes the grab. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Woods. And he's running in the open. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Florida!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Looking to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon...
And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly out to the tight end. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. And the Gators send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Texas offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Back to throw, it's Coffee. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Picked off. Got room on the return. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He's got him in the flat. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Woods. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. They love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Splits the uprights. It's good. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
The Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't.
It's a fumble on the play. Now the defense has got it going the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
The offense set for a first down play. It'll be a draw. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. To throw, it's Coffee. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on fourth down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They'll try the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The Gators in the hurry up. The give to the fullback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped him for a big loss.
Really good run there on 3rd down. He got 5, but they're still left with a 4th and 3. The Gators will call on their punt team. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes a move. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! Lining up to add another.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on 1st down. It's complete to the right. On the move at the 30. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. First down, 10 yards to go. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Stopped after making the catch. And the Gators moving quickly to the line. It's a draw. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. The Gators are marching down the field. They'll throw it on first down. He's got the back in the middle. Oh, it's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The offense lining up for a first down play. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The Longhorns have taken it inside the 20. He's got the tight end. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
On to attempt the try. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Rockney and Leahy, this has not been a blowout in South Bend today. They're up by 7 over USC. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Working the middle, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Looking deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Gator! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
After the score, they need this two-point conversion to tie. He's looking to pass. He's got it. The two-point try is good, and we are tied here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Leaves it with the back. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ballgame. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Back to throw, it's Coffee. Finds his man down the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. And the ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
What a great job by the defense here, playing with the lead, knowing the opponent needs a touchdown. They're just trying to get to the ball and punch it out. They practiced this all week, and it comes up big for them late. That turnover is going to seal this thing.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, 1st down. The hand to the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Enormous play coming right here. Third down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense getting set for first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quickly complete. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're bringing heat. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab, it's Wood. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2.
42 Spider.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And it's caught. Late touchdown here, probably too little too late. It would take a monumental miracle to come back now.
And listen, still a ways to go. A great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
Yeah, and how do you gain respect? You want respect. You talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that? You beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat ranked teams that people think a lot of. This team pulls off the ranked upset, and guess what? Now what happens? You start to maybe find your team in the ranked spot.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.